everybody, my name's Helen, and today I have my April TBR. So first thing that I do, well, a couple things I want to talk about is that April is exam season for me, so I have quite a busy month coming up. I have a whole bunch of essays that are due this week and next week, and then I have exams, and on the 15th I am moving. My roommate Joy and I are getting an apartment with another friend, and we are supposed to be moving in on the 15th if everything works out properly, and if not, we're going to be moving in at the end of the month. But I do still really want to get some reading done, especially since I'm so far behind in my Goodreads challenge, but we will see how that goes. First things first, I am still reading Game of Thrones by George R. R. Martin. I've been reading this since December, and it's been really slow. I was stuck on page 140 for a really long time, and then earlier this month I got kind of my reading groove back and I read 200 pages of it, and I'm still super enjoying it. I just kind of had to put it aside because I was having issues with this book for my English class, and if I kept reading this I would pick it over that book, and I really needed to get through it. So I'm hoping that I will be able to continue reading this month and get back into reading 2 chapters of it every day. And I am also currently reading The Sin Eater's Daughter by Melinda Salisbury. I've only just started it. I'm like 20 pages in. I'm really enjoying it so far. I really like Melinda's writing style, and I really like how dark it is. So I'm hoping that I will continue to like this as much as I am all the way through. After I finish those 2 books, I do have 3 books selected that I would like to read this month, and then I'm going to pick I think 2 books out of my TBR jar this month. We'll see how it goes. But the first book that I really want to read is This Shattered World by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner, which is the second book in the Starbound trilogy, the first book being These Broken Stars, which I read in February and really enjoyed. And I just really want to pick this one up so I can continue with the story and see where things are going to go. And I'm just really excited to see what's going to happen with this. And I also want to pick up Geek Love this month, which I just hauled. If you haven't seen my haul, I'll leave a link to that down below. And I read the synopsis off of the back of the book in that haul because there was no other real way to explain it, because this is basically about a carnival family who, to save their carnival from going bankrupt, decide to give birth to a whole bunch of freaks. And to ensure that the babies will be freaks, the mother ingests all sorts of crazy things like arsenic and insecticides and other drugs to try and make them unique and different. And this was a runner for the National Book Award, and I've heard amazing things about it actually. I was looking up things about it and people seem to love it. And it just sounds so weird and strange and beautiful, and I can't wait to read this. And as I mentioned in my haul, Isa also really wants to read this, so I'm trying to finish it soon so that I can give it to her to read. And the next book that I've picked out for myself to read this month is Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency by Douglas Adams. And basically, I was listening to the audiobook of Hitchhiker's Guide with a friend earlier this month, and it made me remember how much I love Douglas Adams' writing. I have read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and Restaurant at the End of the Universe. I haven't finished the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy trilogy yet, but I plan to. But I have this book by him here with me, and I'm sure it's just going to be as witty and fantastic as Hitchhiker's Guide, so I'm really excited to dive into this and finally knock it off of my TBR. And I almost forgot to mention, I am also currently listening to the Duff audiobook. Oh! And something I didn't mention in my wrap-up is that I listened to Seriously, I'm Kidding by Ellen DeGeneres this past month as well. So yeah, that was awesome. I gave that book 4 out of 5 stars, I believe. And now, let's pull a book out of my TBR jar. So the book I picked out, I don't know if you can read that at all, but it's The House of the Scorpion by Nancy Farmer. So I bought this book quite a while ago at a secondhand store, and I believe it was Reagan from Peruse Project who I had seen read this and loved it. It made me want to read it. So I'm really excited to see what this book is going to be like. I have no idea what it's about. I kind of want to go into it blind, but it's won a shit ton of awards. So I'm looking forward to this. Book from here, just to see what happens. Oh. The book I pulled out is Inkheart by Cornelia Funk, which is right here. I've had this copy of the book for forever, and I own Inkspell, but not Ink Death. I never actually tried to read it, and I think I've seen the movie, but I remember nothing from it. So, I don't know, I'm excited to finally dive into this. We'll see if that actually happens this month. Those are all the books I'm planning to read in April. What are you planning to read? Let me know down below. I respond to every comment on my videos, and I absolutely love hearing from you. And I'll see you soon with a new video. Bye!